Make a guess. The deadliest weather event in Philadelphia history was a... The correct answer is a heat wave. The following 3 examples are just a few of the many ways broadcast stations are teaming up with people in the public and university sectors to create new and beneficial services for the community. As you read or listen to these examples, consider how your station might be able to spearhead efforts to implement a new collaborative service addressing a weather-related health threat in your market area. The deadliest weather event in Philadelphia history wasn't a hurricane, a tornado, or even a blizzard. It was the heat wave of July 1993, and it killed 118 people in 1 month in one city. That July, temperatures exceeded triple digits for 3 days, but high nighttime lows prevented the city's red brick row houses with black tar roofs from cooling off, turning those without air conditioning into ovens. Overnight lows did not decrease significantly and were near or above 75 degrees or 24 degrees Celsius for 10 consecutive nights. The combination of high humidity, hot days, and very warm nights resulted in heat that many could not handle. After this event, Dr. Lawrence Kalkstein of the University of Delaware worked with local National Weather Service forecasters and broadcast meteorologists to develop a heat watch/warning system. His goal was to better predict when hot weather was a health concern by including the duration of the heat wave, cloud cover, and wind in addition to daily heat and humidity in warning calculations. He also contacted local meteorologists, who agreed to broadcast heat watches and warnings when they were issued by the National Weather Service. The Heat Watch Warning System was launched in 1995, which proved to be fortuitous. That summer was the hottest on record for Philadelphia. 72 people did die that summer, but the health department estimated that about 300 deaths were averted thanks to the new heat warning system. Kalkstein estimated more conservatively that the system saved 117 lives between 1995 and 1998. Meteorologist Glenn Schwartz at WCAU NBC 10 in Philadelphia has helped deliver those messages since the system started. More people have died in Philadelphia from heat than any other weather-related event, he says, but since the introduction of the heat alert system, deaths have been noticeably fewer. He still uses the system on air by showing a graphic that highlights the counties affected by an excessive heat watch or warning, and what times and dates it applies to. He also tells the newsroom, and they generally lead the news with the information. Sometimes a health reporter does a short story on the dangers of heat and tips to lessen the danger. When the heat is less severe, Schwartz may offer tips and a graphic himself. Management was very enthusiastic about joining the program, he said. If the station promos the newscast by telling viewers about a danger they need to be aware of, it helps convey the message that the station is trying to protect viewers' health. That's the station's main job, he said, protecting life and property and alerting viewers to potential dangers. On November 15, 1997, a storm dumped wet snow on Dayton, Ohio. The sky cleared by nightfall, but as the sun set, temperatures dropped and ice sheets quickly formed on bridges, high road surfaces, and shaded places. Almost every interstate bridge between Dayton and northern Kentucky was an accident scene. In the ensuing crashes, 7 people died and hundreds more were injured. Emergency services between Cincinnati and Dayton were overwhelmed, but the Weather Service had no protocol for issuing an ice warning under clear skies. That same winter, several other lives were claimed by ice, including those of a police officer and firefighter when a car slid off the highway and hit them while they were helping at an accident scene. Spurred by the many ice-related deaths on days without winter storms, physician Jim Augustine, along with a task force of law enforcement personnel and hospitals, created an ice alert system. Augustine approached WDTN Channel 2 in the 3-station market to help him deliver the message, and the station agreed to help. Under the system, local law enforcement personnel contact Channel 2, local senior agencies, businesses, and schools when they notice dangerous ice conditions. WDTN displays an ice alert graphic showing the affected areas, and as it is posted, a meteorologist explains what it is, what it means, and what precautions the public should take. WDTN Chief Meteorologist Carl Nichols recalls that at first, the station was concerned they would get complaints from viewers about overhyping the situation or obscuring the screen with the bug. They had had such complaints about severe thunderstorm warning graphics. They were also concerned it might seem like hype since they were the only station to have the program. But they got no complaints, Nichols says. He now describes the program as an asset. Because they are the only station in their market to offer the service, it may make the difference when viewers are deciding which station to tune in on icy mornings, he said. The community has benefited too. They get accurate, almost real-time information on icy roads, and some data suggests the program reduced the number of ice-related emergency room visits and casualties, Augustine says. If ice isn't a concern in your area, Augustine suggests that similar programs could be developed for coastal concerns like rip currents or red tides. When Tracy Douglas joined the Washoe County District Health Department in Reno, Nevada in July 1987, the air was choked with pollution from automobiles, wood-burning fireplaces, and stoves. At that time, Washoe County was on the EPA's top 10 polluter hit list because it frequently exceeded national ambient air quality standards. Her superiors asked her to start a program by October that could help reduce pollution from stoves and fireplaces. As a result, she started a green, yellow, red burn code system in collaboration with local weather broadcasters to help homeowners know when to avoid lighting fireplaces and stoves. This program, along with new laws requiring the replacement of old stoves with cleaner models and prohibiting the installation of new fireplaces, reduced the number of exceedances from 87 in 1987 to 20 in 1988 to 0 in 1993, despite a steadily increasing population. There have been only 2 exceedances in the years since 1993, saving lives and vastly improving the health of locals who suffer from asthma or chronic respiratory diseases. Though their exceedances are few now, local forecasters still use the red, yellow, green burn ban codes each night on their forecasts. According to Douglas, getting the message out about stove and fireplace burn bans just as people watched the evening weather forecast was crucial to the effectiveness of the program, because they hadn't yet started their fires for the night. The program would not have been effective without weather forecasters' help, she said. Mike Alger, meteorologist at KTVN Channel 2 in Reno, has been part of the program since the beginning. All it entails, he said, is reporting the day's burn code, red, bad, yellow, moderate, or green, good. Although Mike knows other policy changes contributed to the city's cleanup, the red, yellow, green burn codes he has publicized have had a role in the improvement. Station management has never had a problem with him doing the segment, he said, and he likes it too. Though he typically casts a skeptical eye on new programs, this one has been a great success, he says.